they've got like a fruit cellar. I can show you the fruit cellar if you want.
Yeah, sure.
You want to see it?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
I'll show you.
How's it going, guys? Amagansett Press, and today we are coming to you from Summit, Utah. We are pretty much out in the middle of nowhere, and we are at the Summit, Utah Community Post Office. Let me give you a little look at the neighborhood here. Now, Summit is a very small town. Population is 160 people, 160. So hopefully the post office is open. We can get inside and take a look and see what's going on, and see if these folks honor and respect our right to take photographs and video in publicly accessible areas. It's either going to be a little challenge on this one, or we might meet some nice people or a nice person. So let's go inside and take a look. I'm out with watching the Watchmen today, and we'll see how it goes. Might be locked. Who knows? Wow. Look at this. Public announcement. Summit Post Office new hours for service at the window are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. and Saturday, 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. So this office is only open 2 hours a day, closed on Sundays. And it is not 9 a.m., which brings up a good point. Time and temperature check. Today is Tuesday, February 25th at 2:55 in the afternoon, and it is 33 degrees in Summit, Utah. So this is the entire post office, folks. Here's your service window when it's open. Just give you a little scale. There's my hand. Tiny little post office. But there's no one here. So what do you think, Watchman? You want to walk around outside and see what the rest of the building looks like?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's crazy. There's only one box that big.
Well, look at this sign. Before you leave this post office, please check your mail and verify that it belongs to you. If it does not belong to you, please return it to the drop box.
It's a pretty small post office.
Pretty small. All right, I'm going to take a quick rip around the outside of the building, see what we can see. Maybe somebody's out back. Who knows? It's right next door to somebody's house. And there's another house in the back there, so I don't want to wander around somebody's private property. Let's go take a look this way and see what we can see. Gotta watch out for stray wolves and mountain lions. There's a Mormon church across the street. It's a Church of Latter-day Saints. We are in Mormon country. This town is right off the highway. Oh, look at that. So this guy, Cyrus Hullett, lived from 1826 to 1901. He converted to Mormonism, is that the word? I guess in 1831. Settled in Springfield, called to the Dixie Mission in 1861, and moved to Summit in 1872. So it looks like he had 10 children with a woman named Catherine Stoker, and he had 5 children with a woman named Elzina R. Miller, and then had Caboose Baby, another daughter, with Elizabeth Daly, Emma Wright. So my man Sylvanus had, let's see, 10, 15, 16 children. God bless him. God bless him. I don't think he could afford to do that today, but good for Sylvanus, well, however you pronounce that. So this is the house. Well, all right, guys. I don't think there's much more to show you here in Summit, Utah. That's probably about it. So we got to see Mr. Sylvanus's house. We got to check out the inside of the post office. And Mr. Ed over here is just hanging out, wondering what these two strangers with cameras are doing. Horse doesn't like to be on film. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. We are going to hop back in the truck and head down the road and see what else we could find for you. I hope you guys are finding these things interesting. We are going to be stopping in a lot of little towns and that kind of stuff. And, you know, I think this is fascinating. I mean, this is, you know, people's home. This is where people live. And small town, completely different from the world I come from. And I hope you guys find it just as interesting as I do. Oh, actually, yeah. How are you? Are you the neighbor?
I live here.
Oh, that's very cool. I'm just gonna put my hoodie on because I'm freezing.
That one was the first one built here in Parowan.
Okay.
This one was the second one.
Very
They
cool.
were all homesteads. The second door was because it was a polygamous family.
Okay.
And back then it was illegal. So when the authorities would come, he would go out the top door and escape.
How did he get out the top? What do you mean, just jump out?
No, like it had a balcony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there were
then
stairs
all
coming down?
Mhm.
Gotcha.
And then all of these rocks and everything, when they founded Summit, they brought them in. So
Wow.
they're from all over Utah.
That's very interesting. I'm glad he came out. So the police would come raid his house, and once they walked in the first floor, he would just jump out the second floor and split.
They would go out the top balcony, because there was a balcony, come down the stairs, and they would.
We were just reading on the plaque how he had, I think, 16
That's
children.
All of his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better man than I am. I couldn't have 16 kids.
No way. But the guy that lives 2 houses back.
I'm just gonna go over here.
Not straight back behind this one, but the one behind it.
Okay.
His name's Alma.
Okay.
He's 98. He was born in this house.
Really?
And his dad actually built it, and they built this and this, and it's a sage shed.
Okay.
The little thing right there.
That's very cool.
So they used to grow sage.
Okay.
And then they would dry it and go into like St. George and
Sell it?
Lake and sell it.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you came out because we're like
I know.
trying to find something interesting, and it's like it's not easy when there's nobody around in the post office. That's fascinating. And
Yeah.
it's open 2 hours a day.
I know. Only
Is it
2
you
hours.
that runs the post office?
No, it's an older guy named Cornell. He lives a few houses down, but he rides his bike even in the winter.
Really?
Rides his bike up. and
That's cool.
everything.
2 hours a day.
Yeah.
That's a good gig if you can get it. Yeah.
It's frustrating.
So if you don't mind, if you don't want to answer, because I don't want to ask you any
No,
personal questions, but what do you do for a living? How do you make money out here?
I'm a nurse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so most people work like in Vegas or St. George or Cedar.
Okay.
Or do a lot of online stuff.
Okay. And you
and
work in
then-
Vegas?
No, St. George.
St. George. Okay.
Yeah. But then a lot of people are farmers. Like at the very end is on the left is a farm. They run sheep and cows.
Okay.
And then there's a lot of sheep farmers up here. A lot of people do online stuff. Like
You
online
have to, yeah.
boutiques, stuff like that.
Wow.
And then anybody else, usually like they drive truck or like they work in Vegas, so they commute, or
Right.
they work in Cedar.
So was it accurate? I read that the population's 160.
Probably about that. Yeah.
Really? Did you grow up here?
No, I actually grew up in Salt Lake.
Oh, okay.
And then
We were there last month.
I moved to Vegas,
Okay.
and I was there for about 15 years, and then we just moved up here from Vegas in September.
Wow. Husband and kids?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got my husband works in Cedar.
This is my son too, by the
Hi.
way.
And then my kids go to the high school and elementary school that are in Parowan.
Okay.
Junior high and the high school are the same.
How long of a drive is that for you?
It's only about 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
So there's plenty of kids for them to play with and that kind of thing?
Yeah,
Or?
in Cedar there is, in Parowan there is, in this little summit there's only 11.
11 kids.
Mhm.
Wow. So that's the same 11 kids at every birthday party.
Pretty much.
Nice.
So you can't make anybody mad or nobody comes to your birthday.
No, that's cool. Yeah,
No, it's cool. If you drive this road right here
yeah. Okay.
and then you just keep following, you'll run into Parowan.
Cool.
And that's the next little town. Which way are you guys going?
Oh, yeah, we saw the signs for it, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no, we're heading southwest or west or whatever.
So you're
Yeah.
going like through Vegas side.
Yeah, we're actually going to be going through Vegas, yeah.
Oh, that'll be
Yeah,
fun.
we're heading to St. George tonight.
Oh, that'll be good. Yeah, if you go through Cedar, there's really not a whole lot.
I think our next stop is, what was it called? Oh, it's like a weird name. La something or?
Laverkin?
Yeah.
Oh, Laverkin.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple little places down there. There's one called Vail. If
Okay.
you ever come through in the summer, it's down towards there. They've got like a little creek and a swimming pool. It's like off in the
Little
canyon.
oasis.
Yeah, there's
cool.
tons of hiking and climbing and trails and stuff all over.
Nice.
So that's really cool.
And what do you, I gotta ask, what do you do for excitement? Or you're just not the type of person looking for excitement? Which I'm not either.
No, a lot of people, you have horses. And
Oh,
then
that's cool.
Four-wheelers and snow machines, stuff like that. So it's
Cool.
a lot of outdoor stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm looking to head towards.
Yeah, so it's nice. It's quiet, but a lot of outdoor activities. There's a lot of people with like fruit trees and stuff.
Right.
So in the summer, everybody, like you do picnics and
Oh, that's cool.
neighbor barbecues because there's only 150 people.
Right. No movie theater
Yeah.
or anywhere. Yeah.
The only one is in Cedar.
Wow.
Yeah, closest grocery store is Cedar.
So if you forget the milk, you're
Done.
beat.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
drinking milk tonight.
Nope. And
Wow.
it's kind of funny because on Sundays things like shut down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there's some stuff open, but
You mean like
it's just-
religious based shuts down on
Yeah,
Sundays?
but
Yeah.
like a lot of the stores, there's just not the business, so
Gotcha.
everybody takes Sunday off.
I would love to live in a place where everybody takes Sunday off. Yeah.
That's pretty much how it is. Like the little gas stations are open, but that's about it.
No, that's cool.
So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a nice, quiet little town. It's a community-run city. It's not really even a city. So, like the sidewalks, you can tell the difference on the sidewalks here.
Right.
So the city will pay for like the concrete,
Okay.
but the people that live here have to pour it, lay it. do
Oh,
the
really?
farming, everything.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Wow.
So if you want any of the upkeep, it all is done by.
So they pay for the materials because they probably appreciate the improvement.
Yeah. So they'll pay. The city will pay for they paid for the concrete itself and the truck to come, but everybody here had to lay the forms, level it, all that.
That's kind of like the old homesteading days, putting up the barn, right? I mean, you kind of just
Yeah.
get together and make it happen. That's cool. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
It's interesting.
I've said it 15 times, but the older I get, I'm just looking to get away from the city.
I know. There's a lot of people here from Vegas. Like they're from Vegas. They're from Vegas. About 4 of these other homes are people from Vegas.
Wow.
A lot of people getting out of it.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
it's a smart move, I
Like
think.
this house is all adobe.
So did you guys buy this or you rent it?
We just rent it. We're building.
If you don't mind me asking, and again, you're free to deny my questions here, but what is rent in Summit?
600.
$600 a month? Wow.
Yeah.
And that plus electric and everything else, or that includes
No,
it all?
But your electric bill's like $60.
Yeah.
I have no water.
No water.
Like no water bill.
Oh, I was going to say
We're
what?
off a well.
Oh, that's cool.
Everything's off of a well. and
You have
then
gas?
I have gas, yeah. Central air. I mean, it's been updated, but
So all in, you're probably $750 a month.
if that.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, and it's a 3-bedroom.
Cool.
And then we've got like a fruit cellar. I can show you the fruit cellar if you want.
Yeah, sure.
You want to see?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
I'll show you.
I've never seen a fruit cellar before. Cool. I'm so glad you came out.
I know. I figured you guys were sightseeing. I'm like, not many people stop.
Yeah, we just, we got to that point on the trip that we felt like stopping and just saw Summit and said, all right, let's check that out. And my son looked it up and said, there's only 160 people here.
Yeah. So all of these rocks and stuff, they brought all of them in. Some of it's jasper. Some
I was
of
going to
it's
say,
agate.
that's beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Some
really
of
cool.
it's, like geodes. There's there's tons of different kind in there. There's a geo, I think, on this side. Shell. Like this is black onyx.
That's cool. I was going to say, it's like Mineral Rock City here. This is cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like
Who built this?
this, Alma, his dad.
Oh, that's right.
The
you said
guy-
that. Yeah,
The
yeah.
guy who was born in this house.
So this is
His dad.
probably 60, 70 years old or
It's
something, or at
over
least.
100.
Over
This
100,
house
right?
itself is over 100 years old.
Well, he did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
But this is the fruit cellars.
This is cool, man.
So when they built it, they brought all the rocks and everything in.
Is it all right? Can I go down and take a look?
You can
Cool.
go down. It's a completely dirt floor.
That's cool.
So watch the first step. It's pretty steep.
This is awesome.
So this is an old coal chute.
Okay.
So when they had the coal, they would drop this down and then put it all down.
Oh, gotcha.
The heat
Gotcha.
is down here. Yeah. We had a water leak over the weekend, so it's drying out.
I think all basements have a water
But
leak somewhere.
You can see
Right?
these are
Wow,
the
that's cool.
original-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really awesome.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, thank you so much for bringing us down here.
And this is the old heat to heat it.
Okay.
Put your coal in down there, and then this goes up to the top into the kitchen.
Wow.
And then that's where like the bread oven and all that is.
But you don't use that anymore.
No,
Yeah.
no, not anymore. It would be cool though.
Yeah, I was going to say it would be cool. Yeah.
But I, mean,
I
you
love
can
all that
see
old stuff.
The original logs.
I grew up in a town in New York that was incorporated about 370 years ago. So lots of old basements like this and
I
cool
know.
stuff, and yeah.
It's pretty cool. I mean, and the dirt floor it's all dirt.
Well, it's been walked on so many times it looks like cement,
Yeah.
and it's all packed down.
Yep.
And what you said, this building's over 100 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
Alma just turned 98, and he was born here.
That's awesome.
So.
Wow. Does he still get around?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
cool.
rides one of those tricycle things.
Really?
Yeah. And he does gardening.
Does he have kids and grandkids and all that?
Yeah.
So they all
tons
come by
them.
and
A lot
take
them
care of
come
him?
by. His grandson lives with him.
Cool.
But he'll get out and plant a garden every year.
Nice. That's why he's 98 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He
he
says
got-
he's afraid to stop going because he thinks he'll die if he does.
He's absolutely right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to keep moving.
He's hilarious though. He's smart. Like my sister-in-law lives down the road and she has chickens.
Okay.
And I took him eggs and he was like, "Oh, this is from this kind of chicken and this is this kind of chicken." Like
There
just-
aren't many people alive with knowledge like that
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah, really.
That's him. I mean, he was a kid in the Great Depression.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
if you think about it, he was like 9, 10 years old.
Yeah. So he appreciates
So
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he really learned how to survive too.
My grandmother was born in 1899, and I mean, just learned so much from that woman.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I was funny. She used to come visit us, and we'd go drop her off at the airport to fly back to Florida, where everybody goes when they turn 70 for some reason. But my father and I would stand there, and you look at her, and you picture this woman who was born in 1899. There were no cars, no radios, nothing. And she's getting on this jumbo jet, taking all, you know what I mean? What a trip, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yep, so.
Well, cool.
I mean, it's been updated some, but it's still got a lot of the original stuff from it and the brick and everything.
No, this is awesome. I'm really glad you came out. Otherwise, I would have never been in a fruit cellar in Summit, Utah.
Summit, Utah.
I never thought I would be. You never know.
And the funny thing is, I mean, you expect to find things like this back east.
Right.
You know.
Not out in the middle of.
Not in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, because you know that's where everything was founded.
Right.
But then, I mean, once you get going, it's.
Well, those were some tough people back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how they did it.
I don't either. I couldn't.
No. I mean, I'll tell you what. My wife agrees with me too. We always said it must it would be nice to have lived in the 1800s. I think just without all this high tech
Everything in your
nonsense
face.
going on. And anytime I say that to somebody, they say, "Oh, you're going to live without air conditioning." Well, how do you miss what you never had?
Exactly.
You know, who cares?
Well, and like this home, it's all adobe, so my walls are this thick.
Wow.
You know, they're. So
And do you have air conditioning? You use a sump?
I do have air conditioning. It's central air. You
Cool.
know,
Oh,
they put
really?
it in- yeah.
Wow.
They've put it in after and stuff, but I mean, we don't hardly turn it on.
I mean, it gets to be 100 degrees out here in the summer. right?
Yeah, it'll get up around 100, not much more for very long. So I mean, you open your windows at night, it cools off at night.
It gets cold at night, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will. Winter gets pretty cold.
And I guess when it's 100, 105 outside, you set the AC at 85 and it feels cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's in the winter. I mean, I turn it up 1 degree and it feels like I've turned it up 10.
Do you have a fireplace?
No.
No?
Everything was like this.
Gotcha.
So it's all been closed off.
Be nice to get a wood stove or something and have a little crackling fire.
A lot of people have the wood stoves.
Yeah.
Like the old-fashioned wood stoves with the pipe out. and
Right. Yeah,
legs
I
and
love
stuff.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the houses here have that.
The problem is, can you get firewood around here?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
There's lots of firewood?
Lots of
Oh,
firewood.
cool.
Yeah. You can get anything to, like, for lack of a better term, but redneck country,
Right.
you can get.
I got
You
you.
know, beef jerky, as far as like elk or deer, buffalo, like everybody hunts, they fish, so everybody does jerky in cans, and you know, they're firewood, they're mountain men, people build.
Right.
You rough it.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. No, that's cool. And like you said, to me, that really makes you appreciate what you have and
Yeah.
take care of it. You know, yeah. You know, living in the disposable world in the city where you bought the blue one and you just throw it out because you wanted the red one and all that.
Yeah, not here.
I think you're much better off doing this.
And my kids, when we moved from Vegas and we went to from a dishwasher and disposal and all that stuff to no dishwasher, no disposal, like,
Right.
you know what? Nope. We're
How
gonna
old are
try
they?
it out. My oldest is 12. So it was.
Because he's 16, so I
It
try to
was an
picture to moving him out
adjustment.
to Summit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an adjustment, but it's been good.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with, none of that stuff. We didn't have a dishwasher. I was the youngest of 6, and
Yeah.
so you grew a garden every year, and
And it keeps you busy. And you know, what do they say? Idle hands, right? I mean, you
Yes.
gotta be doing something. You gotta.
and it's good for him.
It is. Yeah.
Good. It builds a work ethic.
Now, where I grew up, I got cable television in our house when I was 19.
Yeah, I remember
So-
the click, click, click. And
We didn't even have
somebody holding the antennas.
I was because I grew up out on the east end of Long Island in New York,
Oh, okay.
so we were 100 miles out to sea from the city.
Yeah.
So there was no TV signal. There
Nothing.
was nothing. No, you literally went out in the woods, and we were in the middle of an oak forest, and you found something to do.
Yeah.
You know,
Figured it out.
that's it.
So.
Well, alrighty.
Kind of cool though, huh?
It's awesome. No, I really this is gold to me on a trip like this. I mean, this is. Did I ask you your first name?
April.
April, Jason.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Ben,
Hi.
nice to meet you.
So,
All right, so let's go back out to the fresh air here. This is awesome.
And it's kind of cool.
Got some license plates. So does the traffic on the highway increase in the next couple of months?
It's actually, this is not bad, because most people that take this are like gravel trucks and stuff that are coming through for the winter, because they'll get gravel and put it on the roads for the ice.
Oh, really? Cool.
But it's mostly just local traffic.
Gotcha.
Everyone stays on that.
So there must be like no crime here.
You'd be surprised. It's actually one of the biggest areas for child trafficking.
Child trafficking?
Mhm.
Really?
Mhm.
How does that work?
Because everybody's so open. It's so easy to grab and go.
Oh, you mean child trafficking is like abducting children here? Really?
Yeah.
When was the last time that happened?
Cedar had one like a month ago.
Really? And that's like a frequent thing that you have to be vigilant about?
Yeah, you
Wow.
need to watch.
Wow. Especially with three little ones, yeah.
Well, and it's so off the grid that people come through, you stop, whatever, you know.
There's probably no police force here, right? What is it, the state police?
It's county.
It's county,
So
okay.
it's run by the sheriffs.
When we pulled off the highway, there's a state patrol officer sitting right over there in a pickup truck, yeah. So.
When you're coming in this way to Cedar, don't go much more over 80.
Oh, I
Get
set
to 80,
I set my cruise control right at 80 and
Well, there's a officer that'll sit just over a curve before Cedar,
Okay.
behind trees,
okay.
so you don't see him.
All right.
So he gets everyone.
Yeah.
So
No,
if you
good
go
tip.
below 85, you're good.
Okay.
And then it'll turn to 75.
Right.
So just make sure you hit that, or they'll catch you.
Cool.
Because it's so kind of like hilly that they can hide.
Oh, and I have a Colorado plate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I got pulled over right where it turned from 35 to 55 leaving.
Really?
I'm like, really? I'm like, it is 55. He's like, well, I'm like, well, what? It's 55. I'm right by the stop sign. Like,
Did he give you a ticket?
No.
No? There you go. That's cool.
But that's the thing.
You know, when you live in a town of 160 people, you better get along with folks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. The
Yeah.
lady at the very, very end, she has peacocks.
Oh, that's
She has
cool.
some white peacocks too.
I bet you. I remember when I was a kid, we went to Italy with my mom, and we went to Sardinia, and they have peacocks all over the place on the resort we were staying on. And at night, my mother comes running in my room. She's like, "Somebody's outside screaming for help."
The peacocks.
Because the way they do that, it sounds like
Oh,
they're going,
yeah.
"Help, help!" You know. So she
Oh,
thought
that's
somebody was
funny.
screaming help. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the peacocks, they'll cross the road and they don't care, so you have to like stop and wait for them.
That's cool.
The deer come down a lot. There's wild turkeys.
You have a very interesting thing going on out here, and you seem like you enjoy it.
It's it's fun. Yeah. It's interesting.
What does your husband do for work?
Construction.
I saw the Walt box over there. I figured that might be the key.
He
Yeah.
works for a company called Zip Kit Homes.
Oh, okay.
They do like upgraded prefab homes.
Gotcha.
You go in and say I want that, and they
just bring the
build it
modules out, and yeah. That's cool.
So,
I was in construction for years. I used to have a roofing company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's helping this guy. They're getting ready to open a warehouse. They're thinking in Pueblo, Colorado.
Oh, does that mean another move?
No.
No?
He would just go out. We'd stay here for
Gotcha.
a little while. So.
Yeah, well, you can't beat the $600 a month rent.
And you can't beat the weather. I mean, it gets cold, but like right now.
Yeah. Well, you get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not 120 like Vegas.
I guess as long as the sun's out, you're fine.
Yeah, as long as the sun's out and the wind's not blowing too bad.
Yeah, it gets windy.
So, yeah, that apple tree and stuff, though, has been here since that big, huge, thick one.
Yep.
It's still alive.
It's still bear fruit?
Yep.
Really? That's cool.
Yep.
Good apples?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good. But that one's been here since the house has been here. I mean, it's just...
Stuff like this is awesome because, you know, it takes 100 years to have stuff like this.
Yeah.
You can't, you can't just make it overnight.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun, you know?
That's cool.
It's interesting to know a little bit about it.
Do they have something now? Does Summit have like a mayor and a...
No, Summit runs off a county.
Okay.
It's Iron County.
Okay.
But Parowan, the one that you hit just before us,
Right.
they do have a mayor.
Gotcha.
So they're big enough. But
So you guys are pretty much just left alone here to do whatever you want.
yeah,
Nice.
it's kind of nice.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is kind of nice.
It's
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
It sounds very stress-free.
yes.
That's cool.
It is. It's very stress-free, very just, you kind of just get to breathe,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
You don't-
Wake up in the morning and not say to yourself, what do I have to do? It's like, what do I want to do today?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
And you know, you lessen your trips to the store because it is so far away.
Right.
You know, because it's into the closest grocery store is 20 minutes.
Right. Which
So
is not
you make
terrible,
sure
but...
you do all of it at once, though, because it's 40 minutes there and back.
Right, right.
Which with 4 kids, I'm like,
I was going to say, you try not to take the
Yeah,
kids. You spend
not-
half as
not
much money
doing
when you
this
don't...
very
Yeah.
long. Nope, so that's kind of a cool thing. But,
That's cool.
yeah,
Very cool.
that's Summit.
That's Summit. That's the whole thing in a nutshell.
That's the whole Summit.
That's cool.
So,
Well, if they ever do decide to have a mayor, you'd be an excellent candidate.
oh,
Yeah. maybe it's something to keep you busy while you're, you know.
Yeah.
And you could do like the post office and work 2 hours a day.
Right?
Right? Yeah, why not?
Work the 2 hours to be done. I know, it's funny.
That's it.
But it's kind of nice because, like, if mail shows up and they have the wrong address, they know you. So
Right.
they just bring you your mail, or if somebody else gets it, they just give it to you. And,
Right, right. That's
know,
cool.
It's nice.
And are there any stores here at all? Like, is there any, nothing?
Nothing.
Nowhere to go get a cup of coffee? Nothing?
Nope. Closest is Cedar.
Wow. Well, that's
I
good.
know.
You know, there's a lot of benefits to that.
It's kind of funny, but you see stuff that you wouldn't normally pay attention to, like the gas lines. They have to purge
Okay.
because they cross so many, like so long of a distance.
Okay.
So you'll see the Dominion Energy trucks. They're all the gas company, and they'll be at like the different posts, and they have to listen for it. And so you see them like every few miles.
Oh, listening for the whistle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
listening for it
Yeah.
to make sure that the lines are all clear.
What is it? Because it gets moisture in it?
I think that, and then roots.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
That was ours. Over the weekend we had our septic system clog because of roots.
Right.
So we had to pull the roots out.
It's that apple tree over there.
I know, but then they have to watch for the roots. They have to watch for just degrading and stuff like that because the minerals in the water.
Right.
Because we have a lot of
Mineral, yeah.
Mhm.
Hard
It's
water.
good water though. I mean, it's you can drink it straight from the tap and you're good.
Yeah, I'm sure it's clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
This is all well
And there's no
water.
chlorine and fluoride and all that
Nope.
nonsense in it. Yeah. Cool.
Especially off the well, there's nothing added.
Right.
You know, it's filtered and that's it.
Yeah, when I was in New York, we had well water.
Yeah.
We had to get it redug once when I was like 15.
And that's,
Yeah.
there's a couple different spots for the wells that they go and check, and
That's awesome.
that's it.
And the last thing I'll ask you is, you ever get any people like us just showing up, or?
There's a couple people that have been kind of weird. that I'm like,
No, I mean, it's like just tourists passing
that's
through.
it.
No,
You
not
guys are
really.
the first. Like there was one
Really
guy that
cool.
pulled up and he was like, "Hey, what goes down there?" And he was like pointing down to the road. I'm like, "The next city." He was like, "Oh, okay."
And you're thinking, why did
I'm
I
like,
come out
"Why
here?
are you asking?" Like I went to go get the mail, and then he like sat there like on the phone and stuff, and I don't know. He was really weird. Like he was acting really suspicious.
Well,
And they had just had the abduction in Cedar, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
yeah,
And then the next day, he showed up with a friend.
really? Well, then
And I was like,
that's weird.
Okay. So I walked out, and I was like, "What are you doing, dude?" And my husband walked out behind me, and he was like, "Oh, okay," and he left. But other than that, no.
Well, at least Utah gives you the ability to protect yourself.
Yes.
So you can, that's a good
And
thing.
especially in the little towns like this, everyone carries.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, everyone's a farmer.
Yeah.
You have to, especially because you hit a deer. You can't wait for the
Well,
deer.
and that's what I say to people in New York. It's like, because you grow up in New York and it's like so anti-gun and all that. But when you grow up in a place like this, or even somewhere where just guns are legal and that's the way you grow up, it's another tool. It's a wrench. It's a hammer. That's all it is.
I mean, and if you ranch or you farm, what happens if your cow's sick? You have to put them down. You can't let them.
Can't let them suffer for 2 days until somebody gets here. Yeah.
And we have mountain lions.
Right.
So what happens if you're out on your horse and you hit a mountain lion?
Right. You ever get them coming through here?
We don't get them through this part of Summit, but my sister-in-law lives just a mile that way, and they'll get them.
Really? Right, like right in the backyard?
Yeah.
Oof.
And she has a herd of deer that come down because they follow the deer.
Right.
And so she has fruit trees, so deer will come down and eat. And there's a alfalfa field, so they'll come down to eat at the alfalfa field.
Right.
In the summer.
And then the lions follow
And
them.
then they follow them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those things scare me.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the bears and all because you make enough noise, they're not going to bother you. But the mountain lion stalking you, you won't even know it's there until it's 3 feet away from you. Yeah.
Until it's too late.
Yeah.
So I mean, out here, like you have to.
Yeah.
But I mean, as long as it's within reason, you're fine.
Well, when you get closer to the cities, like we're in Denver or whatever, there's mountain lions too. They just walk on 2 feet.
Yeah.
So you got to watch out for those guys too. Yeah.
They're almost the more dangerous kinds.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
But yeah.
And you get in a lot more trouble if you have to do something about it. Yeah.
But no, I mean out here, like you can. I mean, there's not so much on this side, but if you look on that side, like there's deer droppings and stuff everywhere.
Well, the deer are
They
cool.
come through
Yeah.
at the night, and you get skunks every once in a while, rabbits.
Are there?
squirrels.
I know there's coyotes, but are there wolves?
No.
Just coyotes.
Not this far south. There are more north, southern Idaho border.
Okay.
They put timber wolves back in.
They like the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, about.
And the forest, I guess.
I think it was like 8-9 years ago. They were having a deer problem, and timber wolves are native to southern Idaho, so they introduced them back into it.
Okay.
So they're all over southern Idaho and northern Utah now.
They probably don't even bother you.
You get hawks.
That's cool.
We actually have a pair of bald eagles.
Oh, really?
That live just outside of town.
Is it like a mating pair?
Yeah.
Really? That's cool.
And they are huge.
And they nest every year?
Mhm.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
cool.
The last time we saw him, one of them took off flight, and I bet his wingspan was 8 feet.
That's awesome.
Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in the ATV, and I mean, I was like, holy cow. You could just tell he was huge.
Yeah, that's cool.
But nobody bothers them. There's hawks.
No, I bet,
Everyone has
yeah.
Chickens, so you have to keep your chickens covered because the hawks will.
Chicken hawks?
Mhm.
What was that? What was that? The chicken hawk back when we with cartoons when we were kids. Yeah.
But no, they have chicken hawks. It's actual.
Yeah,
Thing.
Yeah.
But my sister-in-law, we were up in Parowan, and something kept getting into her coop. So we watched the security camera, and sure enough, she has a chicken hawk that landed on the top, and then it would go into her coop, pull one out, and kill it.
Wow.
Eat, and then go.
Wow.
He got through 6. before-
Self-serve. Yeah.
He got through 6, and then we finally got it.
Figured out what it was.
out how to-
Oh, because they were just disappearing.
Yeah.
Wow.
We didn't know what the heck was going on.
Wow.
So,
Insane.
I know.
Well, that's cool. I mean, those are good problems to have. Better than being in the city, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's it. That's Summit.
All right, cool.
It's a
Well,
little area.
we definitely thank you for coming out and
Yeah.
sharing your stories with us. Made it an interesting stop.
Right?
Appreciate you.
Gives you something
Thanks.
to do, right?
Yeah.
I would say I'd give you a rock to take with you, but they're all
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's cool. Well, next time we're riding through, maybe we'll stop by and see if we see you again.
yeah.
Probably won't be for a while, but, you know.
But yeah, if you come back through, stop in Parowan.
Okay.
There's a couple little, like it's just an old rundown little town, but
That's cool.
there's a couple little buildings and stuff, and they have good cinnamon rolls at the cafe.
Nice.
So that's always nice. Most people don't go into town; they just stop at the gas station.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, where did we just go? What was that town? Beaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beaver's pretty much a gas station.
It was pretty cool though. Yeah, it was a little tiny. We went into the.
There's a cheese factory up that way. If you ever come back through,
Okay.
stop there. They've got good cheese and ice cream.
Well, somebody told us to eat at that El Bambi cafe place. They said it was really. I don't know if you ever.
I haven't been there.
But we got they closed it too. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like
Everybody closes early, right? Yeah.
Down. Yep, the grocery store is in Parowan. It closes at like 7.
And Sunday you're just beat.
And Sunday, nobody's there.
Right.
Yeah, everything's just shut down.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, all right, cool. We'll get heading down the road, but April, right?
April, yeah.
Thank you so much again. I appreciate
nice
you.
To meet you guys.
Yeah, same here.
Have fun.
Alrighty, we
Drive
will.
safe.
Yeah.
So,
Enjoy your time here in the peaceful.
I know the quiet
Peacefulness.
frozen tundra is what I call
It's
it.
nice. I'm really.
No, it's not bad.
No, it's awesome. And you can go anywhere you want, anytime you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like my kids' bikes are sitting on the grass. And
Nobody's gonna take them.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna take them.
You just have to watch out for the kids,
Yeah.
not the bikes.
Right.
Well, as they're small now, but he was small yesterday, so they'll grow up quick and they'll be
Yeah.
able to take care of themselves. And
I know.
yeah, unfortunately,
It's kind of funny though.
he's only 16.
He's tall.
Yeah,
My
lucky for
daughter's
me.
Almost as tall as me. She's 12.
She's the
got
oldest.
Like, she's got like an inch, and then she'll be taller than me.
Oh, we have 2 younger boys.
Actually, 3.
3?
3
Wow.
boys, yep.
3 boys and a girl.
4 kids.
Older sister. They're lucky. It'll be good when they're like high school age and they want to meet her friends,
Yeah.
right? That'll
Don't
be.
like that.
Yeah.
That'll help, right?
That's the way that goes. All right, April. We'll let you get back to whatever you were doing.
Laundry.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
But thanks again.
There's the bus.
Oh, kids are home? Cool.
Kids are home.
All righty. Well, we'll let you get to your mom duties and
Have a good day.
thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Well, all right, guys. That was awesome that April came out and gave us a little tour of the fruit cellar and that kind of stuff. That was interesting. I think that was really cool. Told us some information about this little history of the town here, and that was awesome. I'm very glad she came out, and I appreciate that. So, guess that's going to wrap it up for this one. And as I usually tend to say here, if you enjoy our videos and you like what we do and you want to support us, easiest way for you to do that is just to share our videos and hit the like button. It helps our channels out tremendously and doesn't cost you a dime. So also please comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. We do try to read a lot of the comments. We can't get through them all, but we try to read as many of them as we can. And if you have any suggestions for us, any ideas, anything we could have done better, anything we could have done differently, just let us know and we'll take a look at it. Yeah, so that's going to do it for now. So we're going to hop back in the truck, head down the road, and see what we can find. So for now, coming to you from the Summit, Utah post office here in Summit, Utah, watching the Watchmen. Amagansett Press. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Out.